Greetings, YouTube. I found a list the other day of someone had done an impromptu poll on catcalling. And it's not rigorously scientific, but it has between 13 and 19,000 people voting for it. So on this poll, so that's statistically significant. So let's take a look at it. Alrighty, so have you ever been catcalled? 86% of the respondents said yes. Do you wish catcalling would stop? 95% of the recipients, of the participants said yes. Do you feel like being catcalled is a compliment? 92% of the participants said no. How does being catcalled make you feel? 95% said it made them feel unsafe and or scared. How old were you when you were first catcalled? And this one is fucking disturbing. 48% said 12 or under. 52% said 13 and up. 48% 12 and under. That's vile. Has a person who catcalled you ever insulted you, followed you, gotten violent when you rejected them? 63% said yes. Do you feel like when you discuss being catcalled with others, they don't treat it seriously enough? 89% said yes. I'm going to take you a stab in the dark and know what the particular gender those folks are. So this is important information. And yes, it is not a scientific poll, but it's enough information that I think that we can take from it that your average man on the street kind of, or in this case, woman on the street kind of thing, that this is important. If someone had come to you and said, we've done a poll on the streets of Manhattan, and this is the information, you'd listen to that. 13 to 19,000 respondents? Yes, you would listen to that. And the fact that 48% of the women involved in this said they'd first been catcalled when they were 12 or under in age, that should disturb you. And I've still never grasped what the end game on a catcaller is. It's about dominating the space. I understand that. That much I get. It's about deciding that I control this space, you pass through this space at my discretion, and if I would choose to judge you and speak to you, whether you want me to or not, that is my right. It's a power move. Okay, that much I get. Even if the people involved in it don't understand what they are doing. But do they think they're actually going to get a phone number? Or they're going to get somebody to get a date out of it? Or someone just going to go home with them instantaneously and give them the sex? Because this is just harassment. Plain and simple. It's harassment. And I can't tell you that I haven't engaged in it, because I did when I was younger. Not the traditional, hey baby, no, that kind of thing. But I have told women in public that I thought they were beautiful, unsolicited. And that's not something I should have done. Because if you want to compliment something on something they have control over, that's fine. You were complimenting them on something they have an agency over. But if you're complimenting somebody or complimenting someone over something they don't have agency over, that's demeaning. And there's a difference there. Hey, that's a great purse. Or I like that mask. I said that to somebody today. It was awesome. It was this black mask, completely covered in black rhinestones. It was cool. Or that's a great hair color, because they chose the hair color. You're probably going to be mentioning it because it's a hair color that is not natural. because I happen to like particularly purple and blue hair. I think that's really cool looking. When I first met my wife, she had white hair, and then it went blue, and then it went red. I mean, like fire engine red, like, you know, not a color that is of nature kind of red, not a natural human hair color. Then eventually, she just went brown, and then she just stopped treating it. Now her hair is slowly turning silver. Then I think it's adorable. I like her silver hairs. But if you're catcalling somebody, that's just an act of harassment. That just makes someone feel unsafe. And a lot of the guys involved in this will follow someone that doesn't give them the response they want, will continue harassing them, and can potentially become a threat to them. So don't give me this, don't give me the crap of like not all men. All right? It's Russian roulette for women on the streets because they don't ever know which man's going to be violent. You are correct. 99% of the men may not ever be violent. They may never get angry. But 1% might. And that 1% might kill them. There's an old saying that men fear being laughed at by women, women fear being murdered by men. And that's the reality. Women have been murdered because they didn't give a guy a phone number or they gave them a fake number. I don't have any female friends that are in the dating business any longer. They're all established or they've found their own means of hooking up and things like that. But if I were of a age demographic that it was, I would tell women to give my number out. And if the guy called up, I'd say, I'm sorry. You get the wrong number. Or better yet, tell him, who the fuck is this? This is twisted. We buried her. And then hang up. Just freak with them. Fuck with them. Because they deserve it. Because if a woman's feeling creeped out because she's been forced into giving her number to somebody, that's not a cool guy. That's a dangerous guy. If a woman's interested in you, or a man's interested in you, they will give you their number or ask for yours. You will not have to ask for theirs. If you have to ask for it, they're probably not interested. And don't push it. Don't be that person. Particularly, don't be that guy. Let the person decide if they feel comfortable enough to offer you their number. Or offer your number, and if they don't ever call you, they don't ever call you. That's just the way it is. But you're, again, putting it in, you're giving agency to another person. You're letting them decide, not forcing them to comply. So, in short, don't catcall. Nobody wants you to catcall. Leave women alone in public. Just let them go about their goddamn lives. Is it that hard to understand?